So I have two weird obsessions. I have an obsession with biscuits and scones.
That's
Back
two.
me up on this.
That's two obsessions right there.
And third, I have an obsession with lemon poppy seed.
Yes, you do.
It's
You're weirdly
weird.
obsessed. You're like, what? You were on the hunt for a lemon poppy seed muffin not a few short weeks ago.
I made you scavenge and find one for me.
Yes, and we did. We found one.
Yes, and it was delicious.
But why can't you just make your own?
Well, so we are making our own, and we're doing the best of both worlds. Scones that are lemon poppy seed.
Wow.
Can life get any better than this? So how would you describe these scones?
Soft but crumbly and amazing flavor. And the little flaky, tender. And the little, you do a little dressing. What do you do?
Drizzle.
A drizzle. You do a drizzle. Sorry.
Dressing.
It's after work. I'm a little tired. You do like lemon juice and powdered sugar, and it's like this little frosting. Beautiful.
Starts off with some all-purpose flour.
In we go.
In we go,
Already
already
in.
in the bowl. And I have a little bit of salt. The salt is just gonna give it a little extra flavor.
What's this?
We have some baking powder, and the baking powder is gonna make them really nice and tender and also help them rise. Now again, we're mixing all of our dry ingredients together first. You wanna do this first.
Okay.
And some sugar. You don't want a ton of sugar because scones are a little bit more, not savory, but they're not really, really sweet,
Yeah, they're mildly sweet.
like a muffin, not like that.
Agreed.
So yes, you're gonna whisk those all together. But really, before you need to whisk it together, we wanna add all of our dry ingredients. So we haven't completed the task, my dear.
Oh, my apologies.
You're a little hot-handed, is that what it's called?
I think so.
So I have some poppy seeds, and again, we're gonna add all the dry ingredients and then whisk it together. So we have our poppy seeds, 4 lemon poppy seed, and then the final dry ingredient is lemon zest. So the lemon zest is going to give your scones the lemon flavor without adding a lot of acid, because if you squeeze like a ton of lemon in here, you're gonna end up with sour scones.
I love lemon zest. I feel like you use it a lot.
Oh, I do. And that's why you need a microplane or a zester. Handy.
You know, I've never zested a lemon. Do you mind if I take a shot at it?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
do it up.
You're just gonna go back and forth like this?
Yeah, so you just want to take off that top layer, the yellow layer, not the white layer. The yellow is the zest. The white is gonna be a little bitter, so you don't wanna do that. But you want about a tablespoon packed of zest.
Got it. So you took over. That's the zest we wanna go for, right? Oh, refreshing. Can it go right in?
Do you like my scent?
I love your scent. I don't wanna do something I shouldn't
Yes.
do. Okay.
So that's a lot of zest. We ended up using almost 3 lemons worth of zest. But yeah, you just want to kind of break up the zest and mix that all in so that the dry ingredients are really nice and combined before you start adding anything else.
Okay.
Then we're gonna take some butter. So you want to use cold butter so that the butter goes in the oven cold, and that way the butter melts in the oven in the scones and yields a nice moist crumbly result. It's all about the texture. If you add in warm butter, you're not going to get the same nice flaky moist result.
Cold butter is the key.
I'm going to take
I'm
my
gonna
butter
slice this up.
and I'm just going to slice it in half, and then I'm going to slice it into little chunks to just make it easier to add in.
Great.
And then you want to go ahead and,
Yeah.
ready?
Plop. So
thought
what
it
do
was
I
gonna
do
poof.
here?
So then you're gonna use this fancy tool.
Oh.
So you can use a fork. You can use this, which is a pastry cutter or a biscuit cutter. It's kind of a funny shape. Or you can
like
use
Wolverine.
a stand mixer with like the dough attachment.
Okay.
Whatever you have. I like to use the pastry cutter, and you're just gonna go ahead and cut that butter into your dry
Chunks?
ingredients. Yeah.
We're
Okay,
good.
perfect. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a separate bowl and you're going to whisk together your your wet ingredients. Dry in there, wet in here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take an egg.
Egg.
And you wanna use a cold egg. All those cold ingredients.
Yes.
Nothing warm. And then I have some heavy cream, and you want this to be cold too. This is going to give you those nice kind of like rich scones to make them nice and moist. Heavy cream is the key.
Yum.
And then
I know what that is.
what is this?
Vanilla.
Yes, you know I love my
Yum.
vanilla. This just really,
Such a good addition.
yeah, just like adds that little pop. It plays really nice off the lemon juice that we're about to add. You're not gonna notice it really in your scones. It's not gonna be sour, but it's just going to like accentuate the flavor
More
of
lemon.
So you're gonna use about a tablespoon. So do you wanna squeeze or do you want me to squeeze?
Please do the squeezing.
Okay. I'm gonna squeeze, it's about half of a lemon for a tablespoon of juice.
Nice squeeze. No.
Speak to us.
Whisk time.
So you're just gonna whisk your wet ingredients.
Okay.
Just so it's combined, you don't need to do anything crazy and frantic. Just
That's
kind of
good.
whisk
It's like a
it
nice
together.
cream.
Oh yes. And then you're
That
going
goes
to
in here?
add, yeah, you're gonna add
Ooh.
the wet ingredients to the dry.
Cool. Go for it.
So I'm
But
just
what's
gonna
next?
add
I'm scared.
that right in there.
So how are you gonna mix this together? Oh, spoon. Okay. Got it.
So you're going to use a spoon to mix this together, but you wanna mix it until it's just combined together and the dry ingredients are combined with the wet. If you over mix it, you're gonna get the tough scones that you don't want.
So just mix enough.
So the dough, you can kind of see it's a little dry, and crumbly, but you can form it into a ball if you move it over onto a working surface. So I'm gonna take the dough and just kind of press it together, just like this.
And it's supposed to be crumbly like that.
It's supposed to be crumbly, but you should be able to get it into a ball.
Got it.
So I'm gonna go ahead and take all the dough and transfer it over onto my working surface. Now that we have this blob on our working surface, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use my hands, and again, it's gonna be crumbly.
You're pushing it down.
And I'm just gonna push it down lightly to make a round disc, just like this. And I'm gonna have you cut the 6 scones after I have a disc that's about an inch thick.
An inch, and we have our little ruler here, so I'm gonna do some measuring around.
Yes, ooh. It smells so good.
It smells unbelievable. I'm gonna cut it into triangles, right?
Yeah, so what I like to do just before you cut is if you use a tool, you can use just a regular knife, by the way. You don't need to use a special tool. But what I like to do is you can kind of like see the
outline it.
scones. Yeah, you want to outline them so that way you don't cut and then you're like,
Ah.
they're all this different sizes.
Please, cut. I wanna watch you do it.
I want you to do it.
Okay.
So you basically want to,
I failed
cut
arts
it in
and crafts
half.
as a kid.
You want to cut it in half, and then see how I have it in half?
Yes.
You're going to take 1/2 and you're going to cut it into 3 pieces. So you can kind of do like that and then like this. But I would make those outlines again.
First, okay.
So that way you can make the perfect scones. Cut all the way through, push down. Yeah, and then you want to get one of those scones out.
Okay. Let me get this one out.
Yay!
Wow. Oh my gosh, it already looks like I can eat it.
Look! It's beautiful.
It's a scone.
So
Grace,
I'm
this is
gonna
so fun.
Put this right on my baking sheet here that's greased.
The last scone.
The last scone. Perfect.
Wow.
Last step
Last
is
step.
to just brush your scones with a little bit of heavy cream right before they go in the oven. And this is gonna help them brown really nicely and stay nice and moist in the oven.
Looks absolutely delicious. Look at these babies.
Are you having fun?
A lot of fun.
So we're going to put these in the oven, 400 degrees for 15 to 18 minutes until they're nice and golden brown on the top. Let's do it.
Let's go. Will you stop eating?
It's so good.
Does it get any better than this?
These are hot out of the oven.
Look, so
I
good.
can't even wait the 10 minutes
Just stop
that we
picking.
need
You're
to
picking
wait.
them.
to glaze these. So we're gonna make the glaze. You gotta wait 10 minutes before you glaze the scones. If you glaze them really hot, the glaze will just run right off of them. It won't stick. So the glaze, all it is some powdered sugar
Easy enough. 2 ingredients.
and lemon juice. I have some fresh lemon juice here. And I'm just gonna add the lemon juice to the powdered sugar. It looks like a total weird ratio, like
It
way
does.
too much powdered sugar, but
It works.
give it a good mix. Mix it until it turns into a glaze. I'm telling you, it will turn into a glaze. Look at that! You did
Wow.
it. So you just wanna kinda use that spoon and work out some of those lumps. And as soon as it's worked out, we gotta wait like 8 more minutes
Oh, really?
and then glaze them.
Oh. Drizzled. I need
Can
now.
we split that one?
Go.
I want it. I want it.
Please.
I'm so excited. I can't do this anymore. Oh, still warm too. I'm trying to be even, but it's not working. It's working out in my favor. Look at that.
Mmm.
How good does that look?
Which side do you want?
Hey,
Cheers.
no, we're not even. Cheers.
Mmm.
Oh my gosh.
So moist.
So moist.
So soft.
Tender. Tender and
Mmm.
fabulous. And lemony.
Oh my gosh. I could eat this whole tray.
Well, we're going to. Pre-dinner. Check this out on tastefullygrace.com.
You won't regret it. Oh.
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 I feel like I could give you a massage with this.
Do it. That's nice.